Hello everyone, it's Kristen here at Joyfully Thriving, and it's time again for Frugal Grocery Haul. I haven't been here for a couple weeks, and that's because we've been on vacation. So I have a lot to share about everything going on, and let me show you how I'm going to spend our budget of $500 for our family of 6 this month. July is different, and I had told those of you around, you knew that I just said I wasn't going to be here because we actually got back last week. We did a 15-day road trip. We drove 5,100 miles over the 15 days. We went from Indiana to Nebraska to see Andy's siblings, and then we went back a little bit. We backtracked over to Missouri to see college friends. There's a group of 25 of us. We had rented a big Airbnb. We were supposed to be in Nebraska. It got flooded out, so we had to move last minute. Ended up in Missouri. It all worked out great. And then from there, we did a 12-hour drive across the country to Colorado, where we met all of my immediate family. I'm the oldest of 4, and my parents were there along with a second cousin. We all were in a big house at the YMCA camp in Estes Park. It was beautiful. We were there for a week. There were 11 of us adults and 15 of the grandkids. It was a marvelous time. We had so much fun. The cousins and kids just ran off and played. We got to hike, swim, just spend time together. It was really, really neat. So that was amazing to do because my siblings and my parents are in Texas. I'm the furthest north in Indiana, and then my other siblings are in the middle. So we try to get together once a year at least, or regularly. We like being with each other, so we try to make that a priority, and we will drive to make that happen. So from Colorado, then we went to see some other friends in Colorado, and then we drove over to Nevada. It was funny when Andy was talking about this. He goes, we're almost there in Nevada. Yeah, almost, as in a 14-hour drive, but we did it. Went over to Nevada, saw some good friends there, and then started the trek all the way back. We did stop, and we went through South Dakota on the way back. It was Caleb's first time in Wyoming, so we got to see a little bit of Wyoming, and then we did Mount Rushmore and the Badlands. Caleb had never been to Mount Rushmore. Lily was a baby, so that was fun, and then just did a long drive back. So 5,100 miles, we drive. That's just what we do. And one of the things that we did was, when we were staying with the college friends and with my family, we took a turn each night and we cooked dinner. So I did do a little bit of grocery shopping. I did some Walmart pickup orders. That's amazing. When you are traveling, if you ever need to do it, pro tip, it's great. You can start your list, find a Walmart just on the way or close, schedule the pickup, grab your groceries and head right there. I would say it was just under, between the 2 times, feeding 25 people. I did the same meal, enchilada casserole at both places, and fruit and all the different things you needed. It was about just under $200, but I actually took that out of our vacation budget because I had traveled for that and planned for that. And that's where our eating out, our gas, the hotels, everything came out of from that budget. So we are in the middle of July. I got back and I have my $500 grocery budget to spend. Obviously, after being gone, my fridge was totally empty. So last week I started with a trip at Kroger, and I'll show you that one first. Those deals that you're going to see are still going on, the mega deals. There's some good ones, the sour cream, the peanut butter, cottage cheese, yogurt, those things that you'll see, they are still going on. You can grab any of those deals. But then I went back to Kroger and actually got some of the new deals this week, so I'll show you those as well. And then I did a little haul at Meijer because they have a really good deal on potatoes, and we'll talk more about that at the end, so stay tuned. And let's just get to the groceries, and then we'll talk about how the rest of the month's gonna go. Here we are, the second half of July, and this is my first official grocery haul of the month. So let's get started here. Went in after getting home from vacation and went to Kroger to stock up on all the dairy deals going on. Grabbed milk, $2.79, and I had a free bag of Doritos, so of course took advantage of that. Then I stacked the deals, so this week it is buy 6, get 50% or 50 cents off. I wish it were 50%. So that's a lot of these deals you're gonna see. That made the yogurt $2.19, made the cottage cheese $1.99, and then the sour cream $1.99. Yes, I know it's a lot. We are totally out. If you've been around, you know this is my family's condiment of choice. So definitely restocked up, and the expiration date is several months out. So one of the weekly deals was Go-Gurt for $1.49. I was going to buy more, but then I saw it's going to be on deal at Sam's, and I did the math starting next week so that this will be a better deal at Sam's. So I just grabbed one, but it's $1.49. You can get up to 5 if you want to. Good deal for Go-Gurt there. Grab some pickles, $2.29 there. Peanut butter was $1.49 as part of the sale. And then I happened to notice, again, my kids, they prefer raspberry or blackberry jam. Caleb's over there playing in the back. Can you see him? Anyway, prefer the red raspberry jam, and it's gotten really expensive. I mean, it's more expensive than strawberry, but at Walmart, I'm paying like $4.29, $4.49. It keeps going up. But I happen to notice this red seedless jam, and it's just the sugar, raspberries, lemon juice, pectin. If I were canning it, was $3.99. Super excited, and the jar is slightly larger than the Walmart one. So went ahead and grabbed 2. I had a $1 off coupon as well, so it took it down to $3.49 a jar, basically. And then the peaches were also part of this deal, $1.99, starting to restock for lunchtime. Grabbed some grapes at $1.49, some red and some green there, some peppers from the garden we had picked, and then I scored because it was a Saturday, but I always check the clearance. Don't often do that. You know, that Kroger doesn't have grape, but she was restocking it. And so I grabbed these gallon bags, $1.53 for 38 bags. Fabulous deal. I grabbed 4 of them. Oops, there goes one. Grabbed those, left a couple on the shelf, but just because the boxes were damaged, that doesn't mean anything. My mom had given me these on vacation, some recyclable paper bags, sandwich size here, so I have those. And then some pasta, again, 83 cents for Gorilla, because you can see there the box was dented. Doesn't matter at all for 83 cents. My kids love pasta, so grabbed a couple different varieties there to enjoy. So this was my first trip for the month of July. Feels really good to restock our fridge with all the dairy that we had been needing to restock. More trips coming, but this started out with $66.80 for everything here. I also went to Meijer this week, stocked up on lots of school supplies, but I went for this deal, 5 pounds of potatoes for $1. You had to buy 7 or more items, mix or match. I bought them all in potatoes. There were plenty of them, so I bought 35 pounds of potatoes for $7, thrilled with that. And then fresh blueberries were $1.49, and they look delicious. So for everything here on this counter, look at that. It was $9.98. What a fabulous deal. Spent a lot more on school supplies, but that's what I got at Meijer. And finally, here is the haul, the last haul for this week. I went back to Kroger for the deals. I wasn't sure I was really going to go, but then I saw a couple of deals I wanted to pick up and point out to you. This is a fabulous deal. Kleenex is $4.99 this week for a 4-pack, which works out to $1.25 a box. That is my stock up price. It is a fabulous deal. I also had an additional $1 off coupon, which came off, so I paid $3.99 for that box, which was $1, which is amazing. Now, if you have a Kroger nearby, go this week and stock up on tissues. If you do not, Sam's is also running their deal on the 12-pack box that is just starting this week, and it will go through August. It's a limit of 2, but it's 12 boxes, and it's at 14, I think 44, so it works out to $1.20 a box. So if you have a Sam's, that's another great place to stock up, but definitely take advantage of it. School supply lists need Kleenex. Your house needs Kleenex. They're not going to go bad. Take advantage of the sales and stock up on Kleenex now. I definitely am. This is the time of year I try to stock up to get us all the way through cold season and everything. So Kleenex, great deal. Milk, because I was there, $2.79. I've noticed every place else it seems to be going up, but Kroger, it's staying the same, and long expiration date, so I grabbed those. Also, I needed to restock eggs. This is interesting. Our Kroger eggs are significantly cheaper than the Walmart ones. This was $3.69, plus I had a 65-cent off digital coupon. At Walmart for the same size, it's $3.96, so 30 cents cheaper. I don't know if all eggs are starting to go up again or if it's just Walmart, but I went ahead and grabbed 2 while I was there because that was the best deal. It was pretty close price-wise buying the 18 versus the 12. Actually, I did the math, so I went ahead and grabbed the 18 right there. And then let's see, other weekly deals. So Tyson chicken, all different kinds are buy one, get one free. So it is normally $4.49, which works out to $2.25. So I grabbed those packages. Wasn't planning on grabbing chicken, but I'm gonna go ahead and stock that, cook it up, dice it, and prep it for our poppy seed chicken, put it in the freezer. Grabbed a thing of bread that was marked down, 75 cents for sandwiches. 3 pounds of apples. These were $3.99, plus I had a $1 off coupon, so $2.99. Great price. Seedless watermelon this week is $3.99. Nathan's been loving that. And since I knew I had some more room on my budget this month, since I haven't been shopping, grabbed a couple more mac and cheese, 89 cents. Palm olive this week is $1.49. This is a really good deal. I actually still have some from probably over a year ago when I had really stocked up on these sales, but I went ahead and grabbed 2 more because such a good deal, and I wanted to show you that one. Just clip the digital coupon. It is limit 5 on that one. Same with the Kleenex there. Happen to notice Brussels sprouts were marked down, $2.89 for the big bag right there. And then super excited about this dill pickle mix. It was marked down to $1.37, and it doesn't expire for, look at this, 2 more years. Now, the interesting thing is, last year I had used some of this to make refrigerator pickles, so good, and then I couldn't find it anywhere. So I went and grabbed 6 bags. We are growing cucumbers. Hopefully I can make them. I did them as refrigerator pickles. They tasted so good, and I did can some. I have to say, I actually like the refrigerator ones better because they were just a little more crunchy. But I was super excited about that and grabbed 6 bags of the clearance. There were still more left. So I don't know why they're clearancing a bunch of canning things just before the season starts. Anyway, for all of this at Kroger here today, this total was $71.56. All right, let's flip back around and talk a little bit more about groceries and potatoes. Okay, so those were the 3 trips I did this week. Stocking up, my fridge is looking more full. I've been using some meat from the freezer. Wanted to buy some more produce and things, but they were out of some things the first time I went to Kroger, and then today it didn't look as great. So I am planning on doing a Sam's, probably a Walmart haul in the next week, because I have 1 week left and I get to spend the rest of my budget. So I have spent to total right about $149, which leaves me with $350 to spend in a week. Can I do it? Oh, yes, I can. I'm sure I can, because here's my plan for the rest of July. I am actually going to do some stocking up. I am going to go ahead and I have a couple things coming in at Amazon, which should be here by next week, and I will show you. I am going to check out some of the instant deals at Sam's. Video coming on that. Stay tuned. There's some good ones coming this month. And I'm going to stock up a couple things there. And then I think I'm going to head to Walmart and just restock some basics. Plus, I'll try to leave wiggle room for next week's Kroger sales. Hopefully there's some good ones. Like I said, some of the deals were okay this week at Kroger. The best deals were really the ones I got that you saw in the first haul. That peanut butter for $1.49, sour cream, cottage cheese at $1.99. Those were some of the best deals. So if you want to grab any of those or grab more of them, they are still going on. You just have to, again, follow those limits of 6 or more and go that way through it. And if you haven't got potatoes and you have a Meijer nearby, stock up on potatoes. All right, so some of you have asked, and I always get this question every time I stock up on potatoes, Kristen, how do you keep them from going bad? So this time I quick showed you the other day. Let me show you how I keep my potatoes from going bad. Okay, let's talk potatoes. For those of you wondering how I store potatoes, I get this question a lot when I buy 35 pounds or more of potatoes. It's really very simple. This is what I've been doing for several years now, and it works great in my experience. So I'll just show you really quickly. It doesn't take long, and hopefully it makes potatoes last for you. The first thing you're gonna do is flip them all over, and let me show you how I do that. So this is probably the most important part. I just spread out all the potatoes. I get them out of the plastic bags and make sure they're dry. It doesn't take long, probably, half hour, just flip them over if you see any wet spots. But in the plastic bags, they hold in moisture. So this is really important. Sometimes I just leave them overnight. So that's the first thing you're gonna do. Then you're going to get a bushel basket or a box or something. This is, like I said, a true bushel basket here. I think I actually got it at Hobby Lobby. I don't even know where. I'll leave a link if I can find it in the description. But or I've done it with cardboard boxes, and that works great too. The big thing is you just want them out of the plastic. So I take this and I'm just going to drop the potatoes in. Now, as I'm doing this, I will look at them, and any that have spots that look like they need to be used soon, I will make sure they go on the top. So I will look for the potatoes, and I'm just gonna find the good ones, and I'm gonna load up the basket like this. Let me show you. All right, so the best potatoes go on the bottom, and then when I have it covered here, I sometimes put in a layer of newspaper. You don't have to. I do feel that it holds in moisture. So I'm just gonna put in some newspaper, I'll unfold that a little bit, and I'm gonna add in the rest of my potatoes. All right, and here's my basket filled up. I went ahead, this one had more with spots than some batches, so I went ahead and put another layer of newspaper in, and these ones on the top are the ones I'm gonna use in the next week or two. If it was gonna be longer, I would keep them out because you don't want your basket to go bad. But that's really it. So you just put them in, like I said, a box, put them in a bin somewhere out of the plastic. I think that's key. And then for me, because I live up north and I do have a basement, I just stick them in a dark spot in our basement. Anywhere that is slightly cool, or I think away from your refrigerator, something like that. The other thing I have heard is that you are not supposed to store potatoes by onions, that can cause them to soften or grow, just not be as good anymore. So when I do it this way, I really can get my potatoes to last a good 3-4 months. By that point, sometimes longer, depending on the batch of potatoes. We generally eat them quicker than that, but they will last several months this way. And like I said, I think the key is they're out of the plastic bags. So I hope that's helpful for you if you are stocking up on the dollar potatoes at Meijer, or anytime you're stocking up on potatoes. Hopefully this trick will work for you too. All right, it is good to be back. I have missed you all and missed filming these hauls. So now that our vacation is done, we have a couple weeks left, about 3.5 weeks left till school starts, middle of August. We are trying to soak up every moment of it. I'm really excited that I am not prepping to go back to the classroom. I am getting the kids all ready. It's funny, I kind of mentioned this. We went into Meijer for the potatoes, and I was just looking for vinyl folders in a specific color, but their supplies were really well stocked, and they were the same prices at Walmart. So I actually got all of the girls' supplies. I got most of Nathan's. He wasn't with us. He was at choir, so I'll take him back to grab those last couple things that I wanted him to pick out on his own color-wise and things. I have never been this ready for school before, and it feels really good to have that checked off the list. So, that was a big project. All right, that's, I think, everything that's new with me here. Miss these hauls. I will be back next Thursday. As usual, these hauls will resume now every Thursday. Stay tuned for those deals so we can keep working on saving money together. Thanks so much for joining me, and I'll see you in the next video.